So Netflix struck a deal to buy Warner Brothers. Everybody's worried because Warner Brothers is one of the few remaining movie studios that puts out real movies in real theaters as opposed to direct to streaming on an app on your home TV. And then at the last minute, you've got Paramount Skydance swooping in saying, we're going to try a hostile takeover where we wrest this deal away from Netflix and we'll let Warner Brothers still be Warner Brothers, putting real movies out at least 30 per year into theaters. So some in the acting community are more for the hostile takeover bid than the Netflix bid, which has been agreed to, but is now in danger. Do you have any thoughts on it?
Oh, I've got so many thoughts about it. Listen, I think that's I think that we're already in really dire straits, right? We have such a consolidation of power. It used to be 50 different companies that represented the entertainment industry, and now it's basically down to 5, 6, something like that. And this is why we have antitrust and monopoly laws on the books, is to ensure that we don't have such a consolidation down to just a few powerful entities that are controlling everything within any individual industry. Um, I don't love the idea that anybody's going to buy Warner Brothers, to be perfectly honest. Warner Brothers has been a home for me for many years. I did Chuck there for 5 years. Shazam, both films, these are Warner Brothers DC films. I love Warner Brothers as a studio. I have a lot of friends there, but they've also been going through lots and lots and lots of issues over these last 10 years. First with the AT&T deal that was not good for them, then with the Discovery deal that, ultimately with all of these consolidations, lots and lots of people are losing their jobs. More and more, I think great art is not being made. I think with the Netflix deal, it's particularly troubling because they don't really care about theatrical release. And I think that theatrical release is imperative for us. I think that not just from a financial modeling or, allowing filmmakers and artists to be able to, make a living making movies that go into theaters that people pay for tickets. But when we don't go to theaters, this is something that's, I think, driving us apart. Part of the theatrical experience for decades is that you go to a theater and you are surrounded by strangers, people that don't look like you, don't agree with you. It might come from different political or religious backgrounds, whatever it is. But you know that you can go watch the same movie and laugh in the same moments and cry in the same moments. And what that does is it reminds you, either consciously or subconsciously, that we're not all that different. And so when we don't go to the theater as people and we don't enjoy these things as a collective, we lose even more of that connective tissue.